Hello, my angels, and welcome back to New Day, New Reading. I received some of my new tarot today, so we're gonna be using them. I haven't quite looked them through to see completely each and every card, so I guess we're just gonna have a bit of a surprise together. What comes. Maybe you're a bit lost for words, this collective, in this moment of time. Maybe something has happened. Getting a package or a gift of some sort, or having something delivered to you could be significant that you didn't expect. Or maybe someone that you didn't expect to hear from has reached out to you. Something like that. I feel this collective is a bit, don't you say stunned? Like if you're not really shocked or in disbelief over I've heard for someone, you're more like, did not see that one coming kind of vibes. But let's get into it. I will just remove my cup of coffee. And we will see. But just to get a bit clear about the energy. So the collective I'm picking up on what is around them, what's around them. Let's stick to that. What's around this collective spirit. Liar. First card out. So be careful, someone's sneaky. It could be a fact. We have caution on the bottom. It could be a fact, like this person has been sneaky and therefore you're like, wait a minute. But it could also be that you're not aware of it. I feel like my brain stopped working the second I sat down. I'm sorry. That seems a bit harsh, but generally the vibe, just blank. Whoa, this is weird. Anyways, it could be something you know for a fact. It could also be something you question. It could also be something that you, in this moment of time, are being shown. Okay, let's just see. Okay, give it time. So either it is something directly you need to give time. It could also be about the divine timing of things, like you have been focusing on that, the divine timing of things, and just letting things flow. What's out of my control, well, I don't need to focus on that. If it's not within me to change a lot of things, or these things that may be bucking one, or it's like I seriously feel so blank. My mind just, it's strange. I'm telling you, that never happens. My mind is always, I feel like I'm in burning some energy around this collective, because this is just strange. It's the strangest feeling in my mind. I'm like, can it be this quiet? But everything in divine timing, let things flow. You have been dealing with that, trying to get into that, trying to focus on that. What's the need to stress about things that is out of our control? It's not for me to change all of this. I'm going to look within. I'm going to focus on the things that I can do something about, that is tangible to me. Make sense? Pets. It could be tied to a pet, around the situation. This liar, I'm looking at that. So this liar person situation could have something to do with pets. Maybe you were in a dynamic where you shared a pet. Maybe something around your pets because you have heard for this liar, or something within that situation you noticed like my god, you noticed that your pets were acting differently. Maybe they're starting to doing the same thing again, like, and you feel like, that's a sign. Does it make sense? It must be making sense for the right collective. You would have had this process of thought within you. Let's just see. So, liar. What's this liar, spirit? What's this liar? Divorce. You could have been married. Can you like see the card? You could have been married to this person, or at least experiencing. Oh my God! It's like every word I'm trying to say is all within my mouth. We're gonna try. Take a deep breath. Divorce. Experiencing a breakup. So, you definitely have been in a serious connection with this person. It could have been shorter lived. I'm not saying you were together for a long time, but it was like a real relationship. It was not a situationship. You weren't just hanging out or being friends. Like, gambling could have something to do with it. Maybe one feel like they need to take a gamble, has taken a gamble. We will get into it. Can I get one more about the liar and the divorce, spirit, please? What's this? Manifest. Okay. You could have been manifesting this person. That's the first thing that comes to mind with this, like telling the universe exactly what you want. I'm not saying here and like you have been saying, I want a liar. I don't feel like you have been saying that, like, let's be honest, who would? But more, if you weren't, again, aware of it, if we take it back to that deviation we did in the beginning, you weren't aware of it. And you have been going through a breakup, a divorce, going your separate ways. You could have been sitting there for a long time, is what I'm feeling, trying to manifest this person. And that's why you needed to give it time. That's why you needed to give it time. Okay? We have love spell. I want one more for manifest, spirit. Gambling. Okay. So you could have been like very, very 3D reality acty. I'm talking Danish all of a sudden. I'm sorry. It's a reading. But you could have been like manifesting very 3D reality like money. That's the first thing that pops into my mind. You wanted money. I need money. I want to have a lot of it. I'm also hearing this, like, and that is a bit weird, but you could have manifested like this person that was a liar with the divorce and the breakup to have bad finances. Like, wishing that they would lose a lot of money in a way. But also, like, addictions, gambling, I'm very drawn to those words as well on the card. Addictions and gambling. Okay. What about giving time, spirit? Let go. So it is that. Trust, surrender, let go, make room for the new beginnings on its way to you. Do not make this fit. If the deviations don't fit, like if you're sitting there thinking, what's she talking about? Not for you. Don't waste your time, my angel. Go focus your energy on more precious things to you. Okay? In the nicest way. In the nicest way. I just don't want anyone to sit there and feel like they are giving energy to something that is not energy for them to give. Hopefully it makes sense. But I feel like within this is a deviation for a reason. Maybe again, that's something with the letting go card you have needed to gain perspective on. But on this journey of healing, I feel like you come into a lot of contact with the word like filling your cup. It's like it's very, very normal term that a lot of people within the spiritual community use. And it's for a reason, of course. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. We need to fill up our own cup. And where was I going with that? It's like I forget what I was just saying. But if we need to get into that state of mind within ourselves, letting go, like what is meant for me will be for me, but also with the healing, you have probably seen this. Again, I mention everything for a reason, but the videos, online on TikTok or whatever, you'll see videos of people talking about like healing journey and how it can look like if we have generational trauma. They have a glass maybe filled with wine or some dark substance of some sort, and they put water in it, and how long it takes for that to be filtered out of the glass before it's pure water within the glass only. All of the dark, heavy, sticky energy, trauma, right? That takes time. That takes time. And if you're coming into that, a release, a sense of really understanding that, well, do we really want to focus our energy on this? Then you want to make room for what is it that I want in my life? Getting into that, the essence of it for you as a collective. Do I want someone I think it's lying, or I feel like it's lying, or is lying? Maybe you're connected to someone that lied about things within that made you split, that made you go through this divorce or this breakup. And maybe it was something like, again, you manifested and financial issues was a thing tied to it. But I feel like more, maybe like there was a lot of bad finances after. Like that has been an issue. But it would be weird if you have been sitting there in your own rights, manifesting someone to go through bad finances. That's, in my opinion, that's odd. Why would you focus on that? Cycles. Can we have one more? Forgive it time. Letting go. Narcissist. Oh my God, the energy. Someone is too full of themselves. Like, did you want to knock this person down a pair? Collective. There's a lot of things floating around, like on the internet, right? With what a narcissist is. It's like left, right, and center. Be careful. Be careful about where your mind takes you. You can get very caught up in a very, again, and we talk about this, I feel like it's very common knowledge within, again, the spiritual community, what a 3D reality outlook is. This name calling or name dropping, they could have characteristics that reminds one of someone who is a narcissist, but not every person that acts badly we can just put that stigma on them and say, that's it. It can be so many things. And in a way, why even care? instead of sitting there pointing the finger at everyone else, point it inwards. What in me attracted this? What in me made me come into a situation? What in me made me become like in a serious commitment? What in me is that broken? Why did I attract it? Why did I allow this? What in me needs healing? Focus on oneself. Like sitting there just name dropping, thinking like it's all their fault. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna think badly and oh, universe, take everything away from them. Kind of. There's a reason why we say anything. That's odd. That's a bit, isn't it? Date night. Date night, patience. Like what? It's so conflicting. Like, does this collective even know what you want, what you really think? Is that maybe is I can't even speak. I can't even express myself. Oh, collective, are you feeling like this just all in your head, not being able to collect any clear thought whatsoever? It's all just a big blur of things. A little bit over here. Oh, date night, patience, intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. If you're sitting there and you're trying to manifest something into your life, a person like that, but you think this, like within the back of your mind, it's a thought, the way they act, the way you went through this breakup, they lied, they deceived you, they weren't real, like the universe is telling you, let go. Why would you want that? If you're sitting here thinking, I just need to be patient. I just need to be patient. That will come in, that will conquer me, we'll go on a date night, everything will be met. God. Why? This, from the cards, what's in your energy collective does not seem is that a person you want at your table? If you're genuinely sitting there thinking that all of this should come in, you do not see yourself. You have not learned your true worth of self. Putting a stigma on someone, thinking that they are this, if you know for a fact there's something to do with this, or you have been thinking like, I hope the finances cloud is smooth. Why in the world would you want that near you? Seriously. Gold digger. Like, what? Can I have one more? It could be an earth sign to tie to something to do with pregnancy, but also expectations. Don't make this fit. I feel like you have an expectation that if you're just patient, if you give this time, this will come in. We will go on a date and everything will be hunky-dory again. But in the back of your mind, you have this. You have this in the back of your mind. Challenges, I bet. Oh, we need to, like, Someone else in the middle. It could be directly tied to a pregnancy as well. It could, with someone else in the middle. I am genuinely I wouldn't say confused, but I am taken back by what the cards are showing me right now. I must say, again, I did not expect this energy. I was feeling more like a clear-headed kind of thing. Oh, can we like have some more spirit about what is going on? Because I feel like this collective, in the nicest way, you're a bit all over the place. Genuinely asking, do you even know what you want? This does not seem like it. This seems all over the place, so confusing, so attached to an outcome. If you're just patient, this date night will come in, but you have your intuition about a lot of red flags. Well, they lied, they did this, they did that, they may be gambling. You could have been thinking, hope their finances go up in smoke. You think this in the back of your mind, but you're still sitting there trying to say to yourself, like, I just need to give this time. I just need to be patient. I need to let this go. But you could know that there's someone there. They're spending the time on something or someone else. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job. It could be a career. It could be so many things. It doesn't have to be another person. Again, pregnancy, it could talk about expectations. It could also be that you know that they have made someone else pregnant and they lied about it and that what caused the divorce. But then again, it's like you sit there and you genuinely want this person back. You're trying to manifest this. I'm sorry, my expression, I know, but I am so taken back by this. Why? Collective, you need to see yourself. Why in the world would you want this at your table? Genuinely asking, it does not make sense. This does not seem like a nice energy. The only nice card there is, it's like date night. That's a nice card. But combined to all of this? No. Chaser, you are collective. Chaser, codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. Oh, collective. You think you're mirroring. Chaser, separation. Don't make this fit. Like if you're not sitting there obsessing about all of this, having all of this chaos within your mind, thinking they're this, that, and the other, and you kind of want something bad for them to happen, but at the same time you sit here and you just, I'm just going to be patient. I'm just going to probably listen to all kind of subliminals to feel like you're calling them in again. And I like you. Yeah, you do like someone here, don't you? Chaser, separation. The dragonfly. Be lighthearted. Things, finding things out, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Watch the dragonfly, my angels. Talking. I think that's you. honestly, I think that you are in this separation, you're chasing the hell out energetically, maybe not physically. You could be though, but you're sitting there, you are interested in talking more, you're waiting for something. Don't make this fit, my angels. You're sitting there wanting to talk to something and someone, and you feel like it would be like, oh, I'm gonna have a light, I'm gonna be. It's not what it's about. If this person, just take it as an example, right? If this person has genuinely lied to you, what happened within your breakup? It may be causing this breakup, right? And they lied, and they made you feel like that was them. That was what you were shown. That behavior. So self-absorbed, they only cared for themselves. They didn't care for you 1 second within this world. That was the genuine feeling you got for them. They pushed you away. They say, maybe ghosted you. Full on ghost is what I'm feeling. Just blocking you the whole 9 yards. Okay? But you're thinking, if I'm just being nice, if I'm just gonna sit there and accept all of it and say, it's okay. I know you were hurt. I know you went like, what? That is not seeing oneself. If you're being honest with yourself, this hurt you. And let's just say, again, it's a thought example. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Let's just say this person actually reached out, right? They reached out, said like, hey, how are you? Something like that. Very basic, very simple, not addressing anything regarding what happened, lies, etc. Right? And you just sit there and you're just taking it and you be like, hey, how are you? Oh, I miss you so much. Kind of vibes. Just collective. I feel lost for words. I genuinely feel lost for words and a bit sad. It's so sad. You do not think highly of yourself right now. You wouldn't. Otherwise, you would not be chasing this. If you saw yourself, like really saw yourself, you wouldn't be wasting your energy. You would be like, nah, that is not for me. I deserve a hell of a more better than that. What I have been shown, that ain't flying with me. I do not want that in my life. Like, are you kidding me? I don't want this. Spirit, can you how do you see it right now? Yeah, you have a heart with the key. I feel like you want full-on commitment, like we have clarity, truth, revelation. It's too many. Can I have addictions? Addictions and time with friends. So this person could be, it also ties in again. We have like the gambling. It could be that, but definitely you right now, collective. It's I'm not saying like substance abuse or anything, but addiction, like within this, again, with the chaser, codependent, obsessed, possessed, controlling, has a block, restraints. And I feel like this is what you're being shown. They're just happily single, right? Or they have. But I feel like the pregnancy, I feel like it's more expectation. There could be someone else, but it could be a bunch of things. It does not have to be a person. It does not. Not today. They aren't dealing. Like, that is what you have been met. And that's why you sit here and you think, I feel like you will be shown this. I feel like the universe is trying to show you that this person right now, they aren't seeing this, they aren't hearing this. Like, have they even woken up to this? What is it even that you think that you are? Probably twin flames with the chaser, but can we have like this confirmed in a way, like the snake as some kind of competition, looking over the shoulder, you're the woman, you're the man, heartbroken. Could it be as simple as that? A bad breakup? You know for a fact that they are with someone and you feel like you're in competition with them, and then it breaks your heart. So you sit there and think, just give it time, they will be back. Like key on rings, many options, string along, one night stand. But I'm just curious, universe. Like, is this within like a twin flame dynamic, or what are we getting at? Because there is a twin flame card in here, you know. I'm just gonna see Phoenix. One more for that. It's like you think Phoenix talks about this rekindling, renewed transformation, like change mind. Do you think like they would come in with a change mind and you will just get back to union? The engagement ring came out again. And we will live happily ever after. It would be like a paradise, right? The runner. It's smelling golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. I need to we need to get some clarity on different stuff here. Let's just see, because I feel like we will do this. And we will see what the cards. What's the time? Okay. So like universe's perspective. Universe, read between the lines. Okay. Universe perspective. What is going on right here, right now, this collective? What is going on? Spirit speaks and consoles, compass. I don't know how you say that word. Seek advice to steer judgment as insightful talks illuminate your journey. Seek wisdom in prayer, but also have an open dialogue. I'm just gonna turn it sideways. I feel like either way, right here, right now, is appropriate. Spirit, beyond compare. Don't compare your love to anyone else. It's unique. That's way too many. Consumed you are. You are consumed. And I feel like that's you. They're just, they're sitting here having a date. Like the first card was kind of like the same image. Two people. And that everything could be solved by just having a conversation. That's too many. clouded vision, inner compass. Trust your instincts to lead you in the right direction. And we had that deviation with the intuition, right? The red flags you ignore now. You need to trust your body's emotion. You need to trust what you have been seeing, the kind of signs the universe is showing you within this moment of time. Go within, reflect. Past trauma, leave scars, take time to heal yourself. Shards of love, is that how you say it? Shards of love? Can you see it? Definitely. You need to let this go right now, like the universe told us in the first part with the first spread we did. Completely surrender. Again, if you're hanging on the bottom, you're just hanging on for dear life, is what I'm hearing. You need to go reflect, collective, on why is it that you are longing so much for this? What in you is that broken, that this is what you're trying to call in? If you're being completely honest, if you take away any labels of this connection, any labels, if you put it into another context, just in your mind, right? I feel like that can help, like changing the perspective a bit. So if we say that your best friend was in the same dynamic and then went through a breakup with a person that she kind of knew lied about a bunch of stuff and could be coming into contact with spending their time just happily single, having flings and fun, and you're sitting there, or she was sitting there, obsessed, longing, wishing, hoping, praying for that person to come back, even though all she has been shown was they weren't dealing. They weren't interested in talking. They probably did the ghost, the block, everything, the whole 9 yards, as we said. What kind of advice would you give to your best friend in that moment of time? Wouldn't you say stuff like you're too good for them? And that's not waste of your energy. You need something that's way better. Why would you even want them? Look at how they treat you. It's something you need to reflect upon, because this is not the way to go. It's not about just sitting there thinking, if I just stay positive, if I just accept every hurt with a smile and just, I'm not saying that you're laughing it off, but just like, I feel like it's making sense. It's so wrong seeing it like that. You really need to understand your worth. You need to stand strongly within yourself. You need to be able to say, that ain't flying with me. That kind of behavior I will not accept. I deserve so much more. That's not how you treat another person. I do not wish to be treated like that. You wanted me gone, I'm gone. You don't need to ask me twice. What was I doing? I wish you all the best. I see ya. Because this is just, it's sad. It's sad. Because I know so many people get so consumed about the labels of the twin flame, and all they think about is union. All they think about is the date night. All they think about is when they're gonna call, how will they call, how will they reach out, like, oh, they're gonna show up with a ring, just proposing. As soon as I open the door, he's gonna sit there, she's gonna sit there. Right here, right now, collected, it ain't there. It ain't there. You need to come into some sort of acceptance within yourself. That ain't the case right here, right now. As hard as it may be. But genuinely, this is not an energy you want in your life. And if it is, ask yourself why. Really. Ask yourself why. Lived out, walked away cold, as we said it, abandoned. Again, with the abandonment, a lot of it on the table. Spirit, just to clarify. Twin flame. Oh my, I was just looking at what I said down here. Twin flame, as we said it. Mirroring shared feelings, reflection, and there ain't shared reflection or shared feelings right now. Mirroring, maybe in your own crazy way, but like not at all. But definitely the twin flame journey could fit. And this collective, you are the chaser right now. And you, if you know just a bit about this journey, right, you will also know if you sit there and you obsess, you long, you stress, you think about them day and night, you are consumed by them, right? They ain't thinking of you. They're out there living their life. They probably think you're a bit too. You have lost your marbles. And they can't run fast enough away from that. They're like, I'm out of here. What was that? No, I'm not dealing the hurt card, not dealing sad hurt, whatever. They are. And you just sit here and you think, oh, any minute now. It ain't the case. Like those bills, they need to shift. And it ain't an easy journey. It ain't a fast journey either. What I have heard, it takes like minimum, for a lot of people, minimum 3 years in separation before they come in together. There's a lot of things that need to be dealt with. And the more you sit there in this phase, you're only going to prolong your timeline. Because they're going to keep running. They ain't stopping. Reflecting, thinking, everything. Has this person even woken up spiritually? Like, do you know that for a fact? I don't think you know. You wish for it, you hope for it. I don't think they have. Hoping, as we said it. Hoping. You hoping that. Expecting, faith, manifest. I'm sorry, but we need to realization, epiphany, understanding, awakening. As we said it, obsessed. Honey, it's such a sad outlook. Oh, I feel for you, collective. I do. I feel for you. I just want you to know all of this. You need to start working on yourself. this reading, right? So I did a long video, right? And at the end of it, I noticed the mic went out. So I shut it down, like put it away. Then the USB thingy that adapts the signal from the mic was still in my phone. So even though the mic is shut down, there's no more power on it, it didn't record. So I have been sitting here for 10 minutes talking to myself about some cards I dealt, and now I have taking them all away. I know there's a reason for everything, but that's a bit annoying. That's a bit annoying. It wasn't meant to be. I can't even give the message completely again. What even came out, like? Do we even have the cards here? Yeah, okay, on the top. There was the twin flame, just to confirm. This, what's the journey we're talking about, the collective right now. Sorrow, grief, sad, hurt, depression even. Oh yeah, these came out. I feel like there was one more. Yeah, obsession within this. And then I got into a long deviation for at least 7 minutes about what this twin flame journey entails and what kind of things that you go through within the twin flame journey, how it can take years to get into the right state of mind, to even come back to be in some sort of union, if you even want it at that time. A lot of people end up pushing it away completely, not even wanting it, like getting the ick with their other person. But I asked Spirit, right, how this could sort of not necessarily unfold. I don't even remember the word I used, but like the essence of that, right? If the collective at some day, given point, time, whatever time perspective, had the ability or shifted like this energy and started focusing on them, came into their power, stood in self-love, putting up boundaries without thinking, oh, now this person's gonna run away again, or if I'd say this, they're just gonna take off again, and then just be a happy little nugget every time they would reach out or whatever, right? 3 cards came out, and the first one was return, second chance, opportunity, making amends, and then came peace, balance, harmony, and friendship, and then came someday, somewhere, another time. And I feel like that Spirit's way right here and now, saying it could turn into that someday, somewhere, another time. It ain't now, and you shouldn't be focusing on it anymore. And it's easier said than done. I get it. The energy you're sitting in, you need to go through it, but you need to start asking yourself, why do I want a person that treats me like that at my table? Why is it that I'm craving someone like this? Why? You deserve so much more. No one deserves to be treated like that. And I feel like the deviation we did about if you put yourself in the shoes of another, saying it was your friend that was being treated exactly like you, they went through the things you do exactly like it, what would your advice be to that person? Genuinely. Would you sit there and say to them, change that person? Just sit there and manifest them back. You need them. You need them. Wouldn't you say all of these things like you deserve more? Why would you waste your energy? Honey, come on. You're better than that. He ain't deserving of you, or whatever it may be, right? I feel like you need to reflect on that. And then I got into saying I don't even want to tap into your person. I don't see why. I don't think they have awoken to this journey at all. I don't. That's not what I'm getting. But I want to give you, and that's where I came from at the end of it. I want to give you something to encourage you by, that you can take with you and gain some kind of knowledge and strength within yourself. I haven't looked these cards through. I actually do not know what they will say or in which shape or form. I haven't written. I haven't written, no. I haven't read anything within this book, and it's the first time opening now, so it's just gonna be interesting, I guess. But my dear spirit team, if we need to give some encouragement, something that will uplift this collective within this moment of time. Oh, they're thick. I'm gonna be a bit hard to shuffle. I feel that. Let's see. I can't even get. Oh, okay. Feminine, masculine, and it's on the side. Feminine, I feel like that's really powerful. You need to get into that. Balance it out. It ain't flipping. One of them is like in the middle, and it literally says masculine and feminine energy, the sun and the moon, and you need to come into balance with the two. That's what they're saying. Oh, let's just see, where is it? How do you even find it? Like, so green, Maybe you just need to. I do not know. How do I even find it? It's such a weird, like, okay, these are like in a free, here it is. Okay. So if we take just a bit of the feminine and then a bit of the masculine, right? I feel like it will give you what you need. But the feminine, maternal line, feminine energy, goddess, woman, sister, sisterhood, female ancestors, nurturing the moon, depth, potency, mother issue, nurturing, sensuality, the unseen world. Then the masculine, patterned line, masculine energy, good man, brother, male, ancestor, support, foundation, building, the sun, drive, father issue, strength, practicality, the physical world. This card represents the masculine and feminine energy within or around you. We each have these energy within us, and we have talked about that on this channel like before, right? If you have heard any of those readings, I do not know. If you have, great. The card can represent the masculine and feminine energetically, or it can represent the actual people in our lives who embody masculine or feminine energy, or who identify as masculine or feminine. If you pull this card with the feminine side up, the invitation may be to embrace the feminine equalities within yourself. Okay. If you pull this card up with the masculine right side up, the invitation may be to embrace the masculine equalities within yourself, or it may be drawing your attention to a person who embodies the masculine energy within your life. I'm not going to read further on it because I have no doubts within me, and that's what Spirit is telling you right now. Find that balance within you, with the feminine and the masculine energy, with the moon and the sun. Find that within yourself. And be easy within yourself. It's not something you do within a couple of days or a month. It takes time. And it's okay. You're not in a rush. It's about healing these things properly, like soulfully. There's no reason to rush it, or it ain't about getting to that instant. Finding the true duality within oneself, right? So we can truly heal, come home to ourselves. That was a reading. I need to go cleanse my energy. I feel heavy in my mind and in my heart. It's like my whole head just went in energy. Collective. See the signs that you are giving and then act accordingly. Sending you a lot of love. You can get through it without a doubt, but it is time. It's time to reassess. Stop obsessing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for watching this reading, my angels. I will be back another day, another time, with another one. Bye, my angels.